Hello everyone, I am CA Jairam Lakshman. In today's video, we will be seeing about the RTI evaluation, which is a very important thing right now. The first thing, as I have already explained you would have applied your RTI copies and hopefully you would have received it from ICAI. Please ensure that you check the spam folder because some students receive it in their spam folder. Now, what you should do with the certified copy which you have got? So, the first thing you have to learn from the mistakes. You should not be doing the same mistake again and again. By doing that, you will be in a position to have an edge in your upcoming attempt and to make the upcoming attempt your last attempt. Now, what we focus and do to help you to make sure that you're not repeating the mistakes again and to make the next attempt your last attempt, we do a thing called in-depth certified copy analysis. So you can ask me what is covered in the in-depth certified copy analysis. The first, we would be giving the personalized video review. Now you might have a question, sir, you might give me personalized video review, but I wanted to see how a personalized video review looks like. So in the upcoming part of the same video, I would be posting how a personalized video review is being done, because it takes an enormous amount of time to see your copies, to evaluate your copies in line with ICAI suggested answers, and to give you a bird's eye view of the mistakes you have done. And not only we are stopping with that, we also provide you a recommendation. How can you change your approach? Whether the mistake you have did is because of conceptual error, whether it is because of the silly mistakes you have did or because of presentation. So we give everything on the personalized video review, so that you would be having in the upcoming section of this video. And then also we give in-depth report along with the action plan. Another question you might ask, I wanted to see the in-depth report, sir. Within couple of minutes, I will show you a proforma in-depth report what Focus has been doing, so that you will be in a position to understand how much effort is behind evaluating a certified copy. And the next question which might come in your brain is that what is the pricing, sir? So for one paper, we charge rupees 350, for one group rupees 800, and both group rupees 1500. So we have now at Focus, we have been taking only limited number of students. Considering the time and effort involved, we would be taking very less number of students. So if you want your certified copy analysis to be done, we have provided a link in our group description. You can click the link and you can see the details how we can proceed further. Now the next important thing is that how our report looks like. So I'm going to show you a proforma report of how it is looking like. So now I have hit the candidate's name. So now we have this consolidated performance report. So now we give you a generalized review in the first, like what is the question numbering and presentation, and also for each question we do an analysis. For example, this candidate, the labor cost was indirectly derived using cross multiplication, leading to cascading throughout the solution. Impact, because of making one mistake in the labor cost, the entire cost sheet went wrong. So she lost 7 marks out of this question. So what is the impact which has happened? The final answer was incorrect, and because of that, 0 marks was awarded. That's how it's very important in CA exams to understand what is the weightage which has been given for each steps. And next, we just don't stop with understanding the issue and giving it its impact, and also we provide recommendation. So how this recommendation is being done, we have three classification. The first issue, we identify whether the issue you made is because of silly mistake. So how can you reduce the silly mistake? Silly mistake is reduced through what? Practice. And the next thing we identify is conceptual error. Concept error. So how can you strengthen the concept? By revision and presentation. The third common issue we flag your question is by presentation. So presentation can be improved by test series. These are the flag which we'll give you for each questions. So similarly, question number 2B, if you look at labor efficiency analysis. So here we also see that how many subdivisions were attempted by you, what is the formula which is being done, and what is the recommendation. So similarly for all the questions of question number 3A, 3B, and also we do a reconciliation state. I mean, what is a question which has been attempted by you, and what subpart, even the presentation part, we see very minutely of all the points in your exam paper. And also we see whether the particular answer which you have written, only one subpart was right, another subpart was wrong. We also give you the detailed analysis of how the mark distribution is happens based on our own professional judgment, based on the team of experts we have. So in conceptual applications, all these, and also we give you a root cause analysis, the most value added part for all the students. Remember this, because we give you presentation, conceptual error, application error, time management error, and what are the root cause which you have been facing through. And we also give you a recommended action plan, what you can do, how you can improve your presentation skills and everything. And not only it is stopping with this, we give you a question wise scorecard, like what is the amount of score, what is the primary issue which you have faced, every possible analysis we make. And we also give you what is the knowledge gap, key root evidence, what is the root cause which you have did, what is the impact of marks you have lost, and everything we give you in this. And also quick reference, what are the things which you can do it in your next paper, next attempt, to make sure you're not repeating the same mistake. So these are the enormous amount of effort involved in evaluating your paper. So if you really you're serious into this, please click the link in the description as soon as possible, because we are taking very limited number of students. Because by seeing this, you would have understood how much effort is being involved in evaluating your paper. So the next part of the video, you can see how a video review analysis is being done. So literally you're getting an in-depth report along with you giving a video review analysis. So, and that too, it is being done by professionals. So this is what the benefit which you have been getting, and I hope that you make the best use of it, and please share it with your peers so that they can also understand what mistakes they have been doing. So we are there to help you to make your upcoming attempt the last attempt. Hello. Now we will be evaluating your financial management paper. The first, you have started with question number 2A. The requirement of the question is to calculate the cost of equity, cost of preference shares using YTM method, post cost of debentures, and interest of bank loan. And the number of weightage for this question is 5 marks, which is what is been allotted for this. I mean 8 marks is what has been allotted to this, and it is split in the basis of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2. So what does it mean? 1 mark for finding cost of equity, 2 mark for finding cost of preference shares, and 3 marks for finding cost of debentures, and 1 mark for finding the and sorry, 2 marks is for finding the interest rate of loan. Okay, this is what is been given. The first silly mistake which has been committed by you here is that is 0.05 into 1.2 is equal to 0.06, but you have written 0.1. So that's why the entire answer is wrong. So please avoid careless mistake. That is what you have to be careful about while solving this question. Okay. The next we have looking at the preference shares. Actually, what you have done is that preference shares you have been calculated correctly, and you have been awarded the whole 2 marks. Next, you have to calculate the cost of damages using approximation method. But I think you have confused over here, because you have calculated the net proceeds. They have asked you about the pre-tax cost of debentures sale. So that's how you have confused. You have to revise this approximation method concept. So it is a conceptual error you have made in question number 2A, third part. Coming to fourth part, they have asked you about interest rate of bank loan. So what should you have done is that you should have calculated all the sources of capital, which is like you should have taken like 12, which is the amount of bank loan into tax, is equal to 1.3. 15.60, it is the interest rate of bank. But in this you have made this error of not calculating the interest rate of bank. It is a study material question of fourth part. It's a one common adjustment. So what institute can do, they can ask small adjustment for different question and frame it as a new question. That's how you have lost your mark. So the maximum amount of mark which you have obtained in question number 2A comes around to 2 marks as you have obtained. So 2 on 8 is the marks which you have obtained in question number 2A. And coming to question number 2B, what is this question number 2B tells about? It is about you calculating as per the Walter model. So Walter model is a pretty much easy model, and you have calculated the entire answer correctly, and you have been awarded the full marks of 2 marks. Very good. The next, coming to question number 4A. So directly you have attempted question number 4A. So in this question, you have attempted theory question. One thumb rule which you have to remember for theory question: the maximum mark institute allots you, even if you write the question correctly, is 3 on 4 marks. It depends upon luck factor when it comes to theory question. So in this question, what you have done, you have to calculate the agency cost and what are its types. You have calculated the agency cost, and in determining the what are its types, you have in types has not been proper explained fully. So 2 marks you have got out of 4 marks in question number 4A. And coming to question number 4, you have written about bridge financing, but also you should have written properly about the entire key features of it. Since entire key features was not written in completeness, you have been allotted 1 on 4 marks. Now coming to question number 4C, which is like a pecking order theory. So in this question, what you have done is that you have written about the entire pecking order theory in a correct format way, and you have been awarded the whole 4 marks. So you have been given 5 marks for the entire question number 4A. So it's simple to say, it's like 5 on 10 marks. Out of 10, you have got 50 percentage in question number 4. Okay, and now coming to question number 1A, what error which you have committed in question number 1A is that you have calculated, they have given you the entire balance sheet, and the requirement has been asked you to find out the balance sheet total by reverse calculating it. So here the mistake you have done here is that you have calculated the total asset. By calculating the cash and debtors balance, there has been an error. Actually, you should have calculated stock of raw materials, stock of finished goods and cash. I think due to paucity of time, you didn't find all this criteria. So that's why they have given you 2 marks out of 5 marks. So you must be careful while solving the same. And coming to question number 1B, they asked you about using the Gordon formula. You have to find out the retention ratio, expected price, and any change in the retention ratio. The mark allotted here is 2 plus 1 plus 2, which comes to 5 marks. So over here, you made a conceptual error, and the question was not attempted fully. That's why you have been allotted less marks. And the next question, you have to calculate question number C. That has been a pretty good performance from your side. Actually, you made an error in calculating the percentage change in earnings share, but the income statement was right. Actually, you should have calculated the earnings per share, the percentage change in earnings per share, and it should be presented appropriately. Since it was not presented appropriately as per ICAI module of standards, the mark has been reduced. But technically, in this question, you should have been allotted 4 marks. But since the presentation was not negligible for the examiner, he has allotted the same. And you have corrected the same thing for question number 1, see, 5 marks. Yeah, sorry. He has given you 5 marks. Please don't mistake me. He has given you 5 marks. Question number 1C has given you the entire 5 marks. Got it? He has given you. Here you have calculated it. So they have allotted you 5 marks. So there's no error. So you see, you look, the candidate, you should look over here. Actually, you just stopped the question over here. You left all these blank pages. So what happened? The examiner might not be able in a position to understand where you have left your question. So while you're leaving the empty pages, you have to write like this. Please turn over. Please turn over. So examiner doesn't get confused. He will go to the next page. Similarly, what we have faced right now, the similar issue the examiner can face, or write it as PTO. Okay, write it as PTO and then go to the next page. Don't leave blank pages without writing anything. So this is the issue which you might face. So what are the general remarks you should see? The first thing, you should not make silly mistake, because you made a silly mistake using the capital asset pricing model. So don't make a silly mistake. This is the issue. How can you solve it? By making the repeated practice of the questions. Okay. The second thing, conceptually, certain areas you have not revised it properly. So properly revise it, so that you have to scale it up. Got it? And the next third thing which you have to see is that similarly question numbering you have to properly make, and also empty pages you have to write PTO. You should not leave it blank. Either you should write please turn over, write it PTO, so the examiner doesn't get confused. And the fourth point, have a negligible presentation. You can do a lot of spacing. Don't write it like very clumsy. Instead of following clumsy approach, you can follow a detailed approach where you would be giving an appropriate spacing between each answer which you have been doing. So by doing this, it wouldn't be an issue for you. So it's like 35 marks, and FM is the most scoring subject which you can take in. So this is what the entire feedback for this paper.